Hi friends, very good evening. Can you see my slides, guys? Guys, can you hear me? Very good evening to all of you guys. I hope I'm visible. My screen is visible and audible to you. So, guys, we are covering the most important topics for UPSC Prelims examination in the last 120 days. We have a 120 days program. As per the 120 days program, we have already covered polity and history, and we have started with geography. In geography, we have started with the physical geography. Yesterday, we covered the geomorphology, and today we are going to cover some of the important topics from climatology. Guys, if you analyze the last couple of years questions coming from geography in the prelims examination, one thing is very clear, that out of all the sections in the geography subject, the most important, the subject where most of the questions are coming is climatology. And in climatology, guys, it is fundamentals of physical geography, NCERT book, class 11th, from where UPSC question setters are picking most of the questions. So my advice to every one of you is to read the fundamentals of physical geography, the NCERT book, climatology unit in depth. Guys, multiple questions in the recent years have come from the climatology unit of the physical geography, the fundamentals book from the NCERT. So this is one thing I would like to tell every one of you. If you have not revised it, please do revise. Okay, now let us see which are the important topics as far as climatology is concerned. So guys, from climatology, these are some of the important topics. We have the cloud burst, we have the reforms undertaken by the IMD, okay, Indian Meteorological Department. Guys, Indian Meteorological Department is a very important organization. It is also covering some 200 or 250 years. So this organization becomes very important. Government of India has launched Mission Mausam. Next, guys, you can see urban heat island. I believe urban heat island is another topic which you should prepare. Then cyclones. Cyclones are the favorite theme in the UPSC prelims examination. Then we have the monsoon. Then we have the flying rivers. Then we have the cloud seeding. Cloud seeding was asked last year. Cloud seeding from climatology was asked last year. So and this was in news again this year. La Nina, El Nino, and then we have polar engineering. Okay, so let us start, guys. So first and foremost topic is a cloud burst. First and foremost topic is cloud burst. What exactly is cloud burst? Guys, according to IMD, the technical definition of cloud burst is whenever there is a rainfall of, okay, you can see 100 millimeter, okay, per hour for 20 to 30 kilometer square area. Okay, so this is called cloud burst. This is called cloud burst. So whenever there is a rainfall for 100 millimeters for 1 hour, 100 millimeters for 1 hour, and what is the area? The area is 20 to 30 square kilometers. The area is 20 to 30 square kilometers. This is very, very important. Technical definition of cloud burst. Technical definition of cloud burst. Okay, so guys, I hope this definition is clear with everyone. Okay, guys, recently what we have seen is in the Himachal Pradesh and even in Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir and Uttarakhand, okay, hilly regions, what we are seeing that cloud bursts are becoming very frequent. Every year we are seeing cloud burst happening. A lot of people are losing their life, and there is a lot of disaster caused by this cloud burst. So cloud burst is one topic which is becoming very important for the UPSC examination. I believe 1 year back there was a mains question on the cloud burst. There was a mains question on the cloud burst. So prelims UPSC has not asked still the question on cloud burst. So this year cloudburst can be one topic. Definition of cloudburst is very important. Now what we need to do is that we need to understand what is the phenomena of cloudburst. Definition is clear in our mind. 100 millimeter of rainfall for 1 hour for 20 to 30 square kilometers. Now what happens in cloudburst? There is an orographic lift and convective currents. Convective currents and orographic lift leads to cloudburst. Okay, sudden, suppose this is the moisture, and suddenly there is a kind of a mountain or a hill. So there is an orographic lift. There is an orographic lift with moistures. They start uplifting, and this moisture, they become kind of they join together and they become big water droplets, and there is a cloudburst, heavy rainfall, cloudburst. Okay, generally cloudburst are cumulonimbus clouds. Generally cloudburst are a cumulonimbus cloud. Okay guys, orographic lift is very, very important. Orographic lift is very, very important. Convective current is very, very important. Orographic lift and convective current is very, very important. Generally cloudburst we are seeing in Uttarakhand, in Himachal, in Jammu, in Kashmir. We are seeing this cloudburst. You can see here Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand are seeing a lot of flash floods, because of the orographic lift. Because of the orographic lift. Guys, everyone is clear with the first topic, guys? Everyone is clear with the first topic, guys? Keep answering in the comment box, guys. I am reading all your comments, and it's quite encouraging. You are also participating in the discussion. It is quite engaging. Okay, let's move on to the next topic, guys. Okay, next topic is basically difference. They may ask you cloudburst, flash flood, and heavy rainfall. What is the difference between them? Cloudburst, 100 millimeter of rainfall within 1 hour and a small area of 20 to 30 square kilometer. Flash flood is generally sudden flooding because of heavy rainfall within 6 hours. Within 6 hours. Within 6 hours. This is a definition of flash floods. Flash floods and cloudburst, they are linked to each other. Whenever there is a cloudburst, there is a high possibility that there will be a flash flood also. Okay, so guys, generally what we are seeing is the hilly regions, particularly in Uttarakhand. We are seeing in the Sikkim also, because of the glacial lake outburst. Glacial lake outburst. Guys, in the Himalayan regions, what is happening because of the global warming? What is happening is that the glaciers are melting. The glaciers are retreating. Because the glaciers are melting and the glaciers are retreating, what is happening is that the glacial lakes are becoming huge, and sometimes because of the pressure of the water in the glacial lakes, it is breaking and it is leading to glacial lake outburst, which is leading to flash floods. So guys, this is an important topic. There was a flash flood 2 years before in Sikkim. What was the name of the flash flood? Can anybody say in the comment box? What was the name of the flash flood in Sikkim? What was the name of the flash flood in Sikkim? Can anybody tell me? Sikkim flash flood, guys. Sikkim flash flood. Who can tell me the answer? Quickly name. I want names. What was the name of the glacial lake what was the name of the glacial lake outburst? Yeah. Nikhil Shinde has answered. Lonak. Very good. Nikhil Shinde has answered. Okay. And there was a 2013 incident in Uttarakhand also. 2013. What was the name of that glacial lake? Okay. You should know. Lake Lonak. Very important map point, guys. Very important map points. Let us move on to the mini cloudburst. What is mini cloudburst? Cloudburst and then the mini cloudburst. Mini cloudburst is basically 50 millimeter of rainfall for 2 hours. 50 millimeter of rainfall for 2 hours is called mini cloudburst. Nowadays, mini cloudbursts are very common nowadays. Very common mini cloudburst. Okay, guys. Next, weather forecast. Guys, Indian Meteorological Department is basically overhauling. Overhauling is weather prediction system. Okay. So, guys, you know that recently the Indian Meteorological Department has adopted the Bharat forecast system. The Bharat forecast system, guys, Bharat forecast system is very important. It is developed by Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune. Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune. It is basically aiming at enhancing the short and medium range weather forecast. Okay. So guys, in this, what happens is that the grid system for the weather forecasting has been reduced to 6 cross 6 kilometer grid. 6 cross 6 kilometer grid. India is the only country which is providing the operational weather forecast at this high resolution of grid. Okay, so this is very, very important, guys. Okay, the Bharat forecast system is using the triangular cubic octahedral grid system. Okay, guys, it is also using two supercomputers, the Arca supercomputers and Arunika supercomputers. Guys, this year supercomputers is a very important theme. One of the applications of supercomputer is weather forecasting and climate modeling. Okay, climate modeling and weather forecasting is one of the prime, okay, objective, not objective, basically application, we may say that, of supercomputers. India has a national supercomputer mission, guys. A lot of supercomputers are being used by the Indian Tropical Institute for forecasting of weather, Arca and Arunika. Arca and Arunika, guys, please do prepare what are the other supercomputers in India. It may be asked in the prelims examination. Okay, let us move on to the next topic. Guys. IMD. IMD was established in the year 1875. In the year 1875, this is very, very important, guys. IMD 1875. Okay, so IMD is like a centenary kind of, okay, anniversary is being observed this year. IMD is under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Ministry of Earth Sciences, the head is called the Director General of Meteorology. It is headquartered in New Delhi. It has 6 regional meteorological centers in Mumbai, Chennai, New Delhi, Kolkata, Nagpur, Guwahati. Okay, this is very, very important. So I am expecting a question on IMD. I am expecting a question on IMD, guys. Okay, you may expect a question on IMD. Okay, next is Mission Mausam. Guys, Mission Mausam has been launched by Government of India in 2025. The objective of Mission Mausam is to basically modernize the weather forecasting system of India. Modernize the weather forecasting system of India. Guys, this is very, very important. Again, you can see Indian Meteorological Department, the Indian Tropical Institute of Meteorology, okay, in the Pune, and National Center for Medium Range Forecasting, Noida. So all these organizations and their headquarters are very important. Okay, IMD is headquartered in New Delhi. Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology is headquartered in Pune, and we have the National Center of Medium Range Forecasting in Noida. Okay, so all these, okay, basically organizations, where are their headquarters? Okay, they are all under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. This is very, very important. Mission Mausam is basically, okay, a kind of an upgradation of Mission Monsoon. Okay, Mission Mausam and Mission Monsoon. Mission Monsoon was the previous one, and now we have the Mission Mausam. Is this clear, guys? Guys, are you following? Please say in the comment box, yes sir. Guys, okay, heat waves are becoming very normal these days. Okay, what are heat waves? Technical definition of heat waves given by the IMD is we have a maximum temperature of 40 degree in the plains and 30 degree in the hilly regions is called heat waves. And if there is a deviation in the positive side of 4.5 degrees Celsius to 6.4 degrees Celsius above the normal temperature is also called heat waves. So technical definition of heat waves is very important. You may expect a question, they may frame a question, okay, and they may just change the numerical value about the heat waves. Guys, heat waves are becoming very common because of the global warming. Because of the global warming, generally heat waves are affecting the northwestern India, the central India, the eastern India, the Telangana regions. Okay, so this is an important topic, guys. Heat waves are also one of the main reasons for the heat waves this year is the El Nino and the urban heat island. Guys, this year urban heat island is another important topic. What is urban heat island? Let me just explain to you what is urban heat island. Okay, so let me just take you to the urban heat island. Guys, urban heat island is a phenomena where the urban areas, they have a temperature which is greater than the surrounding rural areas. Okay, maybe it is 2 degrees Celsius above the surrounding rural areas. The prime reasons for the urban heat island is that there are concretes, there are impervious surfaces, there are lack of vegetation, which basically stops the evapotranspiration, and there are a lot of heat generated because of the air conditioning, the factories, the vehicular pollution, and these all generate lot of heat. And there is a kind of a heat island. There is a kind of a heat island where the temperature of the urban areas is relatively higher, 2 degrees Celsius higher than the surrounding areas. That is called urban heat island. That is called urban heat island. Okay, they may ask you about what are the causes of urban heat island. Guys, this is a very, very important. Generally what happens in the urban areas, the buildings are so closely spaced. The buildings are so closely spaced that there is no air passage. There is no air passage, and that also leads to basically increasing heat. Okay, this is very, very important. This is very, very important. Okay, guys. So you may expect a question on urban heat island. Another important topic, guys, European Climate Services Copernicus has basically said that 2025 will be the hottest year on record. Hottest year on record. So guys, generally UPSC may ask factual question, hottest, which is the hottest year till now. Okay, 2025 is the hottest year. Okay, so they may talk to you, they may ask you about, okay, this thing. So just you can go through this data. Okay, next, moving on, guys, cyclones. Cyclone, a favorite theme of UPSC. Guys, this year, so many cyclones. Cyclone Montha in Bay of Bengal. Cyclone Montha in Bay of Bengal. Cyclone Alfred in Australia. Okay, so guys, what are cyclones? Okay, what are cyclones? Cyclones, okay, they may ask you. Okay, they may ask you cyclones. Okay, generally cyclones, okay, they're common in the Bay of Bengal. Relative to Arabian Sea, there are more cyclones in Bay of Bengal. So you should know what is the main reason. What is the main reason why cyclones are more common in Bay of Bengal than the Arabian Sea? Arabian Sea also, sometimes we see cyclones, but generally you see the more number of cyclones are in the Bay of Bengal. The reason is high temperature maybe, or the reason may be also the shape of the Bay of Bengal and the coastal area, the kind of a funnel kind of shape. That also leads to generation of more cyclones. Also, guys, the rivers which are flowing into the Bay of Bengal is also one of the reasons why we have more cyclones in Bay of Bengal. Further, guys, the remnant of the typhoons which are there in the South China Sea, they also come into the Bay of Bengal, and that increases the tendencies of cyclone formation in the Bay of Bengal. Guys, cyclone formation, there are 4 factors responsible for tropical cyclone formation, which is high temperature sea surface. Second is, guys, Coriolis force. Coriolis force is very important factor of cyclone formation. Okay, generally, guys, if you see near the equator, there are no cyclones. Generally, near the equator, there are no cyclones. But what we are seeing in the recent years, because of the climate change, even near the equator also we are seeing cyclones. Like we have, okay, this year there was a cyclone in Sri Lanka. Generally, guys, Sri Lanka will not have any cyclones. Why Sri Lanka does not have any cyclone? Can anybody tell me why Sri Lanka has no cyclone? Can anybody tell me, guys, why Sri Lanka has no cyclones? Anybody? Why Sri Lanka has no cyclone? Sri Lanka, our neighbor. Sri Lanka is our neighbor, guys. Why Sri Lanka has no cyclones? Can anybody tell me? Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, no cyclone. Generally. Why? Can anybody tell me? Closest to the equator, guys. The more close you are to the equator, there is no Coriolis force. Coriolis force is an important, okay, factor of the cyclone formation, guys, because the movement of the wind is because of the cyclone formation. Cyclones are generally, okay, formed near the low pressure area. So although in the equator there is low pressure, but there is no Coriolis force, so there is no cyclone formation. Generally, cyclone formation starts 10 to 20 degree north of the equator. 10 to 20 degree north of the equator. Is this clear, guys? Guys, are you understanding, guys? Are you able to understand, guys? Tropical cyclones have different names in different places, We have the hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean and the Eastern Pacific. We have the typhoon in the Western Pacific. We have the cyclones in the Indian Ocean. So match the pair, match the pair. Okay, what are the different names of the tropical disturbance? So tropical cyclones. What are the different names of the tropical cyclones? Okay, we have the hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean and the Eastern Pacific. We have the typhoon in the Western Pacific. We have the cyclone in the Indian Ocean, and we have the Willy Willy is in Australia. Willy Willy is in Australia. Guys, are you following, guys? Guys, if you are enjoying the discussion, consider giving a thumbs up to the video, guys, and do send your feedback in the message. I am able to read your all of the messages, guys. This is okay, guys. I hope you are able to follow this. Okay. So, guys, conditions for cyclone formation, guys: warm sea surface temperature of 27 degrees Celsius, high humidity because it is generally formed over the ocean. High humidity because it is a humidity which is having the latent heat. It is a humidity which is having the latent heat, and this latent heat basically leads to the energy of the cyclone. Okay, energy of the cyclone comes from the latent heat itself. So you see, whenever the cyclone hits the surface, whenever cyclone hits the land surface, the cyclone dissipates. The cyclone dissipates. Why the cyclone dissipates? Whenever there is a landfall of cyclone, generally you will see when there is a landfall of the cyclone energy dissipates. Why the cyclone energy dissipates? Where is the energy coming from? The energy is coming from the latent heat. The energy is coming from the latent heat, the moistures. The sea is providing the moistures. Okay, I hope you get it. Guys, are you following this? Please, everyone. So, why no cyclones along the equator? Why no cyclones along the equator? Coriolis force. Coriolis force. Coriolis force. Guys, Coriolis force. Guys, you know, because of the Coriolis force, in the northern hemisphere, there is a counterclockwise direction, and in the southern hemisphere, we have the clockwise direction. This is very important. Coriolis force, the wind direction is what? Counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. This also you should prepare. This also you should prepare. This is very, very important. Okay. So, cyclones are basically categorized into various categories. Okay, you can go through that. Okay, these details you can go through in the notes. I would not go into the details. Guys, you know, one of the reasons why cyclones are becoming so common these days is rise in sea surface temperature. Rise in sea surface temperature. Guys, because of the higher sea surface temperature, there is a more moisture and there is more cyclone formation. Okay, guys, is this clear? Why cyclone activity in the Bay of Bengal? I told you, guys, I told you sea surface temperature is high. Okay. Hurricane Melissa, guys, Caribbean waters. Caribbean Sea is very important. I'm guessing Caribbean Sea is going to come, guys. Caribbean Sea. Hurricane Melissa, record breaking hurricane. Hurricane Melissa. Typhoon in China, typhoon in Philippines. Guys, temperate cyclone and the tropical cyclone. Guys, temperate cyclones are generally frontal origin, whereas the tropical cyclones are basically thermal origin. So this is very important. The tropical cyclones are because of the low pressure created because of high temperature. Okay, low pressure is created, but the temperate cyclone which is there in the temperate regions are frontal origin. Cold fronts and warm fronts. Okay, guys, I hope you get it. There is no I in the temperate cyclones. Very important, very important. Guys, I hope you are following this. Why no cyclone in near the equator? I have already discussed. Go through this, guys. Go through this. Lightning, not that important. Just go through once. Lightning is in news. Okay, already I think in 2012 UPSC has asked a question on lightning. Okay, so you can just go through lightning. Basically, charged particles, okay, in the air, okay, leads to lightning. Clouds, okay. Then monsoon, guys. Okay, in monsoon, you need to know one important fact this year. Okay, you know, for the first time, Indian monsoon, they have crossed the Himalayas and they have gone into the Tibetan plateau. This is really very unique phenomena which has happened. It has crossed the Himalayas. Guys, Himalayas are considered as a barrier to the monsoon. Okay, Himalayas are considered as a barrier to the monsoon. But the first time what has happened is that monsoon has crossed the Himalayas into the Tibet. So this is an important phenomena which has happened. Why it has happened? One of the reason why this has happened is because of the kind of Western Ghats. Okay, Western Ghats meeting the monsoon. Sorry, Western Ghats, Western disturbance meeting the monsoon. That is one reason people are suspecting this. Okay, people are suspecting this because of the Western disturbance. I hope you know what is Western disturbance. It's one of the most important climatic phenomena. Okay, you can see the collision between the monsoon and Western disturbance is the main reason why, okay, this has happened. Okay, so abnormal Western disturbance is one of the main reason why we have seen the monsoon, okay, winds crossing the Himalayas into the Tibet. Okay, so Western disturbance, please do prepare. Okay, where the Western disturbance originate? Okay, during near the Mediterraneans. Okay, and they pick up moisture on the way. From the Caspian Sea and the other sea. Okay, and they bring winter rainfall in India. Guys. This is very, very important. Very, very important, guys. Okay, so go through this. Okay, go through this Indian Ocean Dipole, El Nino, MJO. Go through all this Indian Ocean Dipole, El Nino, La Nina is again a very important theme. Okay, why there is excess rainfall in Tamil Nadu? Guys, Tamil Nadu generally receives rainfall in which season? Guys, Tamil Nadu receives rainfall in which season? Can anybody tell me in the south? Okay, who is from the Tamil Nadu, guys? Who can answer? When does Tamil Nadu get the rainfall? When does the Tamil Nadu get rainfall? Tamil Nadu get winter rainfall. Unique, guys, winter rainfall. Why winter rainfall? Okay, retreating monsoon. They pick up moisture from Bay of Bengal and they hit the coastal areas of Tamil Nadu. October heat. What is October heat? Unreasonable high temperature during the month of October because of the clear sky. Okay, October heat. Flying rivers. What are flying rivers? They are nothing but moisture. Okay. So what happens is that, because of the evapotranspiration of the Amazon forest, these moistures, they flow like a river. It's called flying river. Flying rivers are basically what? Flying rivers are basically a kind of a rivers of water vapor. Because of the evapotranspiration of the Amazon forest. Okay, so when we kill the Amazon forest, when we cut the Amazon forest, when we burn the Amazon forest, this flying rivers, they reduce. Atmospheric rivers also, they are called atmospheric rivers. They are very, very important. Cloud seeding, already, guys, UPSC has asked question on cloud seeding. Cloud seeding is generally done using the particles of silver iodide. Okay, silver iodide. Okay, this was asked last year. Silver iodide, guys, this was asked last year. Cloud seeding. So for cloud seeding, guys, pre-existing cloud is mandatory. Why is cloud seeding used? Cloud seeding is used for, okay, cleaning the polluted air. So it was tried in New Delhi. It failed completely because there was no pre-existing cloud. So guys, in India, for the first time, the cloud seeding was experimented in Kolkata in 1952. Guys. Very, very important. Guys. Next is El Nino, La Nina. Guys, El Nino, La Nina are the two phases of the ENSO circulation. What is ENSO? ENSO basically is El Nino warm phase, La Nina cool phase, and the neutral phase. There are three phases of ENSO circulation. Oscillation. Okay, El Nino southern oscillation. El Nino is the warm phase, La Nina is the cool phase, and then we have the neutral phase. What happens in the La Nina? In the La Nina, guys, trade winds becomes stronger. Trade wind becomes stronger, pushing the warm current, okay, to the western Pacific. To the western Pacific, okay. This allows the cool waters from below the ocean. They basically do upwelling, and that is why fish production increases, okay. El Nino is just the opposite. Here the trade winds become weaker and the warm waters are, okay, not displaced much, okay. So this is very important, okay. So El Nino, La Nina, guys, La Nina leads to more rainfall in India. El Nino leads to drought in India. El Nino needs to drought in India. El Nino needs droughts in India, okay guys. This is very, very important, okay. Why northern cities have worse air? Why northern India has more pollution? What is the main reason? The main reason is the geographic location. In northern India, guys, there is no, okay, it's a landlocked. Northern India is landlocked, whereas southern India, the Mumbai, the Chennai, okay, it is the maritime influence, the sea breeze and the land breeze. The sea breeze and the land breeze. This is very important. Northern India, why less pollution? Northern India, continental effect, continental effect. Okay, the maritime effect is there in the southern India, Chennai and Mumbai. Okay, guys, with this guys, I would like to take your permission and I would like to, okay, I would like to stop the session. I would like to stop the session, guys. I hope the session was useful. Guys, if the session is useful, do send your feedback. Please do share this channel with all your friends, particularly if you're from Tamil Nadu, if you're from Karnataka, if you're from Andhra, if you're from Telangana, if you're from Kerala. Please do share among your aspirants, because generally, guys, many people are saying that, okay, there is no good guidance available in the English language. Okay, so this is the only channel where you get guidance in the English language. So please do share with your friends, because a lot of people, they are not able to get good guidance. Okay, so I hope the session was useful, guys. Bye bye, take care, thank you.